say, and like students try to contact him to get in touch with like the like filmmakers try to contact him to get in touch with the film music school, and they're like constantly reaching out to his student email that he
Oh.
does not look at all, and then they're like, what the fuck, why didn't you ever say anything?
Luckily, it is the exact same email, and they just merged it.
Oh, okay.
I am
I don't-
getting
Yeah.
Dango insurance.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you. I was about to say I didn't get it. I don't see why they wouldn't just use the same account in that case.
Well, here's the weird thing. For whatever reason, at UNCSA, faculty are just .edu, but students are .artist.edu.
It seems needlessly complicated.
Yeah, sure does, doesn't it? It's like, why do we need to differentiate specifically?
The person who
Like,
suggested
when will
this,
that come up?
they may necessarily shouldn't have been fired, but they definitely should have been publicly shamed. Like, we don't need to... It's not worth the job, but they definitely need to understand that was a very bad idea that they shouldn't have suggested.
Just, yeah, very needlessly, pointlessly convoluted. What should I get for this dude? Blast is always good. I'll do Blast. But yeah, I have never had faith in Felice as a I may have just never had faith in Felice. I don't know if that needs to be qualifying. Okay, so did you get insurance?
Oh yeah, I should check to see if it actually triggered, huh?
I almost always use a ticket when I see insurance.
Oh yeah, tickets. I did not get it. I got the other two.
Oh god. I don't think I have it. Yep, I don't have it available.
Yeah, I didn't have
Good
it
job,
either. So
Chris.
Woo!
again, it's annoying that you can't just get insurance every time.
This is true.
I hope they added in.
I do get Moxie every time, though.
Yeah, I do get Moxie every time. I hope they added in once they get like a G rank that you can just get insurance whenever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess Capcom sort of, tempered people's expectations with Sunbreak announcements, but I was expecting to see like something at all in that Nintendo Direct, but oh well. That and Breath of the Wild 2 just takes like a 2-year hiatus between each one of its like trailers. I assume they're working on that shit.
I finally found where I can. Oh yeah, I should drink stuff in advance.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
The C's that I got in my entire academic career: Music History 3, Calc 2 that I took my first semester freshman year after taking Calc AB in high school, which was a mistake. And Keyboard Skills 3, I apparently got a C+. Sure.
Everyone, this thing is fucking huge. Everyone that had never touched a piano before absolutely hated Keyboard Skills, and I think it's because most of them got C's.
I mean, it's because it's like the very start.
Very difficult.
Yeah, it's trying to learn a new instrument, but you absolutely know so much about instruments and music that you're like, fuck, I should be able to do this. Fuck.
And I mean, like, I do think it's a valuable skill to know how to play keyboard when you're trying to be a working musician, but at the same time, it's like at the cost of an extremely stressful course of like 3 classes.
It makes sense, and like they would want you to like do some keyboard stuff, but I don't know.
4 semesters
it seems like
is a lot.
Well, yeah, and it seems like kind of weird to me that like you could even get a C if you like went to the class and like put the work in.
I mean, I think the problem is it actually the put the work in part is a lot of fucking work because
Yeah. And like
it
even
takes
if,
a lot of work to be like okay at piano, and a lot of people don't get there.
yeah, and like I actually I may have practiced more for piano skills than I did for like my clarinet lessons, and even
That's absolutely what Haley said too. And you know, I had played piano before, and honestly, the fact that I didn't completely pass out of it says something on its own because I had played piano since I was 9, and I only passed out of the 2, or maybe just 1 class.
I think you only passed out of 1. I think you were only like 1 semester ahead of me for some reason.
Yeah, I think so, which is kind of whack. But at the same time, it was like it was still difficult for me even because it was a lot of scales and stuff that you had to know.
Yeah.
And that was obviously I never spent time on that growing up because I found it boring.
The first 2 semesters was almost entirely just okay, do scales.
Right.
Learn
and then
simple finger patterns. And then the 3rd semester, which was the one I got to see, and I was like, okay, now you have to actually try and play music.
well, that and also just know how to play every single scale like on a dime. Which I remember like practicing every major scale on the circle of fifths and then every minor scale on the circle of fourths because like you had to know every single one of them, 2 octaves.
Actually, the thing
and
that
harmonic
really got
minor
me was we had to for some reason learn how to transcribe in our head.
I hated that. I hated that.
Is so unnecessary if you aren't going to be like specifically a choir director.
That and know how to read 4-part harmony on like different staves, like not just like reading a regular hymn, but like reading like a hymnal with like the 4 parts on separate parts or whatever. I don't know. That was whack. Like not all of us are gonna be church musicians, guys.
Yeah.
I understand how that would be useful if I cared at all about that, but yeah, it was that and uh-oh. Okay, I'm good.
You guys need help?
No.
I'm fine.
Got very lucky there.
I just gotta leave my stuff on life powder until
I was gonna say every so often I remember I have a shield with this weapon. Which helps, actually. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, and just sight reading. I suck ass at sight reading, like to this day. And sight reading on piano
wasn't one
like is no joke, like harder than sight reading any other instrument.
Yeah. Also, for like I feel like for the 3rd semester class, we also had to sight read transcribe.
Sight read transcribe. Like what do you mean by that?
Like we were given a piece of music we had never seen before, and we had to transcribe it while playing it.
How do you transcribe while playing?
Like,
are you sure you're not thinking of aural skills, maybe?
Help. I'm okay.
Okay, I'm pretty
shit,
sure.
There goes my dust of life.
I'm pretty sure.
Like there was definitely a transcription aspect, or like hey, here's a piece, here's the chord symbols, you have to know how to play the right chords with it, like sight reading.
I remember like you were given a simple like 4-part piece and she looked at you and said, okay, now play this up a minor third. Okay, now play this up a fifth.
Oh, you mean transpose, not transcribe.
Oh, right, transpose, not transcribe, sorry.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Sight transposition was definitely a part of it that I totally forgot about.
Yes.
And is horrifying and useless. Again, unless you're a church musician. But even then... but even then, like, I remember we had a pianist at my church growing up, and she was awesome. Just like a nice, cool, chill lady, and also very good at piano. And her version of transposing was just like changing the pitch of the keyboard. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have to know how to put something that's normally in C major in E flat major on a dime.
A whack thing to expect of like freshmen and sophomore clarinet players and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, and I think it was that stuff that still made it hard, even for me as a piano player, because I'm like, what the hell is all this crap? Like, I never had to learn how to do this. But, the difference between it being hard for me and hard for everyone else is like I would come in an hour before class and do all of my practicing for the week, whereas everyone else would be like in the practice room till 2 a.m. because they didn't know how to play piano.
Okay,
Got it.
I good because I'm
You
glad
would have died. Holy crap.
I would have died. I didn't have time to heal, and I recognized that, and I just did a horrendous job trying to track it.
Ooh. Yeah, I got Dust of Life going.
Oh, okay, cool.
We just knocked him out. That's probably not gonna happen. Nice.
Ooh.
Um, I think we know how to fight this guy. Actually, turns out.
Yeah, we fought a few of them.
Really, I got hit by that. Okay.
I've never heard of this monster before in my life.
I'm not currently in talks with a tattoo artist about getting this man on my chest. It's not on my
This
chest,
man.
so
On your chest.
also
As a
it's
man?
not. Also, it's not a man.
I was about to say a chest tattoo. The hell yeah.
Not really sure where that came from.
There's a couple things conflicting there.
Anyway, after I sent you what I was going to tell him for feedback, he has not responded.
It's not.
Which
that
is not
promising,
too
I
surprising. It
guess.
took, like, from the first time I reached out, it took, like, a week to follow up from him. It was
Yeah.
I was honestly surprised that he sent me
Ow.
2 different drawings on back-to-back days that fast.
Yeah. I know from. Oh shit! I think that's my Moxie. I did not expect him to do that. Don't rush at me. Okay. Um.
So did you find a local guy to do that?
Yeah,
Fairly
that was
local.
very fun.
I got the recommendation from, why the fuck am I blanking on her name? The lawyer, our friend who is in law school.
Taylor Pearson.
Taylor-
Yes,
Taylor, yeah.
thank Jesus Christ. My mind is flooded.
Yeah, when you put that tweet out there, I assumed she would be the only one to adequately respond to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
That makes
asked her
sense.
directly. I'm like, hey, who do you
Oh,
go
okay.
to in the area? And she's like, I've been going to one guy. He's like 40 minutes away. And I was just like, yeah, that's not too far. What?
Oh, sorry. I literally was taking a drink and was standing still. What happened?
I guess
Oh
Well-
no, guys!
that laser was not anywhere. I mean, it was near me, but
I'm coming back.
so it did the arms together laser thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it panned and turned away from me. So I took my shield down, and then I died. Even though it wasn't pointed at me? I don't know.
It might have had the ground explosions or something.
Maybe, yeah, or maybe then it, like, turned it back to me and I didn't realize it in time. I don't know. But I had,
How
like...
long do you stay powered up with drugs in this game?
Oh, well...
I still have glowies going on.
Okay, well, I super don't because of the death.
What else should I? Oh yeah, I should restock my items. Ugh, maybe we don't know how to fight this guy.
I don't know. It knocked me one way and then immediately came back around, and I just wasn't ready for it.
I think I essentially got one shot. Like, I think I had 80 or 90% of my health.
Yeah, I definitely saw it like do that fucking missile dive at Jordan, and he died instantly.
It's fucked up seeing my dog dressed as a Valstrax biting a Valstrax leg.
God, that's such a wide sweeping attack. I need to power up my shield. Fuck! It's like I'm not even near it, and I've been hit like 10 times by it all of a sudden.
Oh, it turned.
No. Yeah, this would have been a good one to get feline insurance for. Or
Yeah,
it's not feline insurance. Dango insurance.
it's feline.
Honestly, either would have worked.
That was the wrong button.
Okay, good.
Thank God everyone else is better than me. Do the thing. Do the thing. Thank you.
Oh, rideable? But wait, what? Oh yeah. I for some reason thought you could not ride Valstrax, but I'm dumb.
Monster Hunter Rideable 5th.
So it's gonna be on this hill, I guess. Alright, I gotta get the hell out of here.
I gotta get out of here.
Fuck.
Too late.
Once again, I put my controller down to take a drink and it scythed me from across the area.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that against this fella.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I don't think you want to talk.
I pressed the dive button!
Don't think you want to talk about that.
Shows a bad time to try and ride my dog, apparently. And heat-seeking dog technology.
I did get
Dog-seeking.
one shimmering scale, though.
Oh, nice.
I did get a single shimmering skill as well. But both my pickups are dragon treasure.
It's okay, guys. We know how to fight that one.
I don't even think I... Oh, yeah. Because I slammed him. I did not get any pickups, though. Okay, we know how to fight him. All melding's complete. I forgot I even had any.
Yeah. I mean, it helps that we're really good at this game. So.
Shall we try again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we
do something else.
Let's see if we get Dango insurance.
Yeah, if we
that's
get
fair.
insurance, then I have not got insurance like any of the last like 50 times I've done this.
Do not have access to insurance. Anyone else?
Nope.
No. All right. Let's do something a bit easier until we get insurance.
Let's have Chris read his laundry list for the 800th time.
Yeah, because it hasn't shrunk at all, because I just haven't gotten the shit I need at all.
That's Monster Hunter.
I know you need Rachnicadachna.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I still need 2 more Rachnicadaka glow guts. I need 2 Gracium, which I should get next time we're in Frostland. I need 3
need
Kamara
things-
tickets. How do you get Kamara tickets?
Those are really hard to get, actually. I think no one knows exactly why you get them.
Okay.
And but the what's his face? The Fugan gives them to you.
Oh, true. 2 Teostra Gem, 1 Baggy Scale, Remover Hide, Jagger Scale. Those aren't anything. Wrath Medulla, still need 1 more of those. Tetranodon Beak, 2 Golden Almudron Orbs, another Arachnoid, Nargacuga Medulla, Ubushi Horn, Narwa Orb, and Janatha Gem.
Okay, no Somnicant, though, it doesn't sound like.
No.
Okay. I mean, we could do the USJ quest again, not that that's easy. But that's the Tetranodon, Almudron, Magnamalo. Or not.
I'm up for whatever.
Do people even still need the USJ stuff?
Yes. Because I started accidentally making the layered armor.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's right.
Also, every single time I've done any event quest, it has given me like exactly one ticket, and you're always just like, "Oh, I did it once, I'm done."
I usually get like 3 of whatever it is. All right, I think. Wait, Almudron's probably not weak to. Neither is Tetranodon. God damn it. Maybe I won't wear this then. Maybe I'll switch to it when we get to the Najarala. Do some great swording.
Plan?
Have a good great swording.
We'll sword them. Oh yeah, so I caught a shiny barboach as well recently.
What is? I don't know what shiny barboach looks like. I don't think.
Unfortunately, it kind of like it's one of those ones that looks kind of cool, and then shiny Wishcash looks like almost nothing.
No.
But it's sort of a got a Magikarp thing going on where it's
Oh,
like
yeah, look at
blue
that.
fins turn gold.
Yeah, neat.
Yeah, and then
But those outbreak things are nuts.
Wishcash is just kind of like it got pink
Just
belly.
kind of like darker and a little pink. It's honestly very reminiscent of Golduck because I caught a shiny Psyduck which rules, and then Golduck is boring as hell. Let's see, Defender, Fighter.
The other new Pokemon game is good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It is very good.
I
actually.
really wish I have had more time to play it.
Fair. I mean, what's really nice about it is that like you can kind of take it at literally whatever pace you want, and it's still pretty fun.
True.
Like you could decide to smash through the whole story and then do a bunch of Pokedex stuff, or you could do it along the way, or like do a mix of both.
I'm just doing Pokedex stuff. I need so many. There's so few EVs, and I need so many of them.
Trust me, you will see a lot more of them.
Okay.
Because I was also like, man, there are so few EVs, and I just caught everyone I saw, and I have like 30 EVs at this point.
I never have too many
But
EVs.
there are these things called like space-time distortions, which I don't know if
I
I
just
think-
got to the area where like, oh hey, there's this fucking giant purple fucking sphere on the ground.
Okay.
And then
Okay, so you got to the muddy area or whatever?
Yes, I got to the muddy area, and I started in the camp and then hit save, and I haven't been able to return to the game since then.
Yeah, those space-time distortions usually have like a bunch of EVs in them.
Oh, sweet.
And also just like straight up evolutions. But anyway,
Neat.
yeah.
And then I need to do everyone complains about the Cherubi / Cherim thing,
Yeah.
but I know the tree that it's in apparently, so I might just stake up by there for a while.
That was pretty. Like Haley and I were like, "Where the fuck do you catch this thing?" for the longest time because you get that quest like so early on. It's one of like the first rounds of side quests.
Yeah, it is.
And I just assumed I would see it in the wild at some point, forgetting that like it's in a tree, and then I randomly found one in a tree in like the third area of the game, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Wait, is this how long it would have taken, or have I just been missing Cherim this whole time?" And the quest is to fill the whole goddamn Pokedex entry, not just to like bring one. Or
yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
It's like, what a dick. But yeah, you can get to the point where you can farm mints in that farm. In
Oh,
the
that's
town,
cool.
Which is insane, but I love it. And it is like randomized. You have to spend like 10 grand, and you get 3 per time. But I'm like, hey, I will take those odds, considering that has never been a thing for me before.
What, do you ever get
Okay.
more than 8 pastures?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't
I guess it
feel
apparently works. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I don't feel the need yet to start culling.
Yeah, you can though, and you actually get some rewards for like releasing Pokemon
What?
because this game kind of like wants you to basically.
But they're mine.
Well, you don't have to, I guess, but
I mean,
I have
I
released
imagine
many.
at one point with the, I have way more Pokemon than I need for each
Yeah.
dex. So
Right. I mean, it's like I go to an outbreak and I catch 15 of the same Pokemon. And then honestly what I end up doing, if I didn't like catch an alpha, I just keep the smallest one every time. And then I get rid of the rest.
so far, what I've been like is like, okay, well, I at the very least need like the smallest, the biggest, and one of each gender, and then I need to do a living dex.
Yeah.
So I need two. I need two Staravias. I need two Luxray. Like,
Oh, yeah, of every evolution.
yeah. So
And
current.
then if you get shinies,
Yeah. Well, I haven't even begun to unpack my plan for that.
Are shinies easier to get in this game?
so much easier. But it's kind of interesting because it's like easier in a twofold way where like it's clearly easier because they've given a chance at like higher odds for it, but also you just see so many more Pokemon and like so much quicker in general that like your roulette keeps rolling
Yeah.
like constantly as opposed to like, okay, here's another random encounter of a Pokemon that I didn't see before.
Okay,
it
it's been
popped
another
up.
80 seconds. Here comes my next egg.
Yes, exactly. Which is honestly fine. Like, I'm fine with shinies being rare, but not like one of the most impossible things to get in a playthrough.
It is like shinies were like exceptionally rare in old Pokemon games. Like
I always had weirdly good luck, even outside of when I was doing farm, like, shiny breeding. I just
I
kind of had
I
good
had
luck.
some okay luck.
for me, I would get one, maybe two through a run, and that's it. And I think that's
Which-
probably the standard.
That is pretty good luck.
That's actually
yeah.
fairly good luck.
That is.
Yeah, I think
Like, there have been a lot
on
of people...
average, I was going to say on average of all of my Pokemon playthroughs, I think I have gotten like maybe out of 8 playthroughs, I have caught 3 shinies like during my playthrough without hunting for it.
You know what? That might be more correct for me as well. Now that I think about it.
But I
Okay.
mean, they kept upping. Well, who? Let's go to Tetranodon. Get that guy
Yeah.
out of the way. But yeah, for the longest time, the shiny odds were like 1 in 8,000 something,
Yeah, it's
Fuck
kind of
off.
absurd.
and now they're down to 1 in 4,000 since Gen
6?
7, I think. I think 7. I think it was still the higher. Wait, where did this motherfucker? Wait, what? Why did you turn that way? Yeah, I think in Gen 6 they hadn't increased the shiny rate just yet, but they added things
Shiny
like
Charm.
the shiny
and all
charm in Black and White 2, and then the Masuda method and everything. So it was like possible to obtain shinies without like an
that. But even
obscene
then,
amount of effort.
didn't it get it down to like 1 in like 1024 or something like that?
Yeah, like
Mm.
if you had everything working in your favor,
You had a shiny 4 and 6 IV Ditto.
correct. Shiny 4 and 6 IV Ditto, as well as the Shiny Charm. That would get it down to like 1 in like 600, basically. So there are events in this game that basically get it down to 1 in like 150, which is insane. Like, I mean, obviously that's still kind of rare, but not even like remotely close
Considering
to the 1
how
in
many Pokemon you
8,000.
see in the game.
Yeah, but it's an
Yeah.
event that happens as opposed to what it used to be, which is like, again, like maybe once through your playthrough.
Yeah, but so I've caught a couple through. There are these things called outbreaks where a bunch of the same Pokemon appear in the same place.
Yeah.
So you're rolling your dice a lot, and also they improve the chances. So it makes sense that you'd see them there. But like, even with that, I have caught, I think now 3 shinies just like randomly outside of outbreaks. And they do cool stuff in this one, like if you complete the Pokedex entry for a Pokemon, it has a higher shiny rate, just
Oh,
like
really?
individually. Yeah.
That's cool.
And then if you like And Chris, this is going to be probably bad news or great news for you. If you like fully complete the Pokedex entry, improves your chances even more.
Oh shit.
So what does
I-
complete the Pokedex entry
I
mean?
stopped doing that nonsense. I
That's
started
okay.
being like, I only want the 10 points.
I'll get back to that for endgame stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, Jordan, the Pokedex works different in this one because it's like the quote unquote first ever Pokedex because this is like in the past.
Oh, cool.
It's so whack though,
Actually,
because they're constantly like, "Oh yeah, my friend in the Galar region. Oh yeah, my friend over
Yeah, I
on
know.
Alola." And I'm like, "Isn't this
It's like,
supposed
you
to be
knew
like
about
1600? What's going on?"
Yeah. So the way the Pokedex works in this one is it's like you're assembling the first one, so they need like a ton of different info for it instead of you just catching it right away. So
Yeah.
like there's like a lot of boxes to check for each entry. So like how many have you caught? And then how many have you seen use this attack? Or how many have you defeated?
Yeah.
How many have you seen in the
defeated just
nighttime?
specifically using a weakness that it has?
Yeah. So like it does get like kind of number crunchy, but also it's not like really hard to fill it up too bad because you see so many of them.
No, it sounds really cool actually. Like,
Yeah, it's a really neat way to have actually prioritized the Pokedex in Pokemon, which they have like specifically not done for a long
yeah.
time.
No, it actually this is kind of piqued my interest in the game a bit.
I think this one would be far more up your alley than. I mean, we talked about it last time, but it is like devoid of the regular Pokemon fatigue for sure.
Yeah.
The only problem
And
is it like super de-emphasizes battles, which for a lot of people I'm sure is good. But I'm like, I like Pokemon.
I'm on board with
battles.
that.
Yeah,
I'm much more of an.
That seems Jordan's speed.
I am much
but
more
at
of
the
like an
same
explorer
time,
type than like a.
I do like what they have done with the battles. Like I like how they activate, and I also like kind of like how they give you the structure of the battle, and it's not just like a total turn-based thing. But they just need to add back in held
Abilities.
items and abilities. That's like I don't know why it was like totally necessary to take
But also
them out.
they changed how attacks work sometimes. Like
They did.
Like I got
Yeah,
hit
and status conditions.
and status conditions. But like I was doing the fucking Cleavor fight or whatever, and I was just
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever. I have like my mostly shitty team, but whatever, I'll be fine. And I was, but it was like Cleavor used Stealth Rock, and I'm like, okay, cool. I have a lot of Pokemon that are weak to Rock, but this won't matter. Why is my Pokemon dead? Why did Stealth Rock kill me? The move Stealth Rock.
Stealth Rock attacks, and then it acts just kind of like a bind, I think, after that, or something.
Oh, well, it kept one-shotting me, so I had no idea. Because my entire party was weak to Rock.
It's definitely odd, and like, sleep no longer puts you fully to sleep.
No.
It's just like you got drowsy, and sometimes you'll miss an attack. But
Yeah,
it's like,
and there's a chance of it putting you to sleep for like 2 turns, and then it just wears
also,
off.
have you gotten anything frozen yet?
No, I don't think I've seen an ice type or anything.
It's like it's just burn. Like they just take chip damage from frostbite.
What?
I'm like that's not why. So anyway, yeah, the battles they have some cool things going on, but mostly I would like to see a return to the at least the more complicated like strategic stuff. Like they can look the same and feel the same and also have that stuff in it, I think.
Right.
But yeah, there's definitely been multiple times where I'm like, "Oh, I know what that's going to do." And then I'm like, "What?"
Well, why did it do something else? This is a Pokemon game. You guys don't... Game Freak, we know you don't change shit. Why did you... What's going on?
I liked Donkey's video where he was basically like, Game Freak has officially made their second Pokemon game. I mean, like, you're not wrong. But I mean, at the same time, it's like Assassin's or like Ubisoft making the second Assassin's Creed game with like Origins or whatever.
True.
What the fuck keeps happening? Why do I keep getting hit by shit that doesn't look like hits?
latency issues?
I don't think so.
I blame Game Freak.
All right. Also, so what are we getting with this upgrade that we're doing for like Nintendo Online? There's some for Mario Kart and Animal Crossing, but is there like some extra stuff? Just like some
Yes.
random games?
Yes. You get, like, the same way that the NES and SNES has a fairly decent library on the Switch, you also get N64 and Genesis stuff.
All right.
Which I wanted in the first place because it's got like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and also Banjo-Kazooie now, which I've never played. But generally I could understand why that would still not be much of an incentive, but it is also $6 whole more.
No, I'm fine. Like, especially if
Fuck off.
I wasn't going to fight it, even if I didn't get anything out of it. Just because like paying $12 instead of $6 for like full internet access is really a big deal for a full year. But if I'm going to be able to play like Ocarina of Time or whatever, but yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
And really, from the looks of it,
the current N64 library?
I don't know, but it is. They do increase it like a couple times a year. From the looks of it, the fact that they added both the Animal Crossing thing and the Mario Kart thing in like a couple months, like, kind of would seem like they're going to be doing that a lot. Like, I don't know if they would be able to pull that off for something like Sunbreak or whatever, but
no, but they seem to understand that there needs to be more incentives.
Incentive, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and like if they're offering any like with your internet, like full
because if you're not in
like
a family
full
plan,
DLC,
if you're not in a family plan, I think it's an extra like $35.
Yeah, it's
no, I would never
pricey. Like
I would never in my life buy it for that much. Like, even though, like, you do get an okay amount of stuff for that cost, but like, it's not stuff that I want that badly.
Right.
And again, I could, if I was an individual person, I would just buy the Mario Kart DLC and just have it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad they don't lock it totally behind the premium plan, but at the same time, it's like, what is my incentive to buy that as an individual?
The N64 games currently are Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Yoshi's Story, Ocarina of Time, Win Back, Mario Tennis, Dr. Mario 64, and something that appears to have a Japanese title, so I don't know what it is.
Did you say Banjo-Kazooie?
No, I think that one's coming?
I thought it was already out.
Sin and Punishment. It doesn't look like...
Oh, maybe not.
Included games: Banjo-Kazooie, Dr. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Tennis, Paper Mario, Sin and Punishment, Star Fox, Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Win Back, Yoshi's Story. So for some reason, Banjo-Kazooie and Paper Mario don't get the nice image splash on the page.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, weird.
I'd
fucking... the original Paper Mario? Hell yeah.
I might play like Mario 64 and some of the Zelda games just to see what I'm missing out.
I might learn how to fucking BLJ in Mario 64.
The other thing is that you can actually play those online with people now, like Mario Kart and stuff, which, I mean, that's kind of neat, even though, and you don't have to use a goddamn N64 controller.
But also you could.
It's step up. Oh yeah, they released one, didn't they?
Yeah, they released a wireless N64 controller that works with the Switch.
Like, absolutely the fuck not.
Sounds miserable.
I will take the evolution in controlling.
Controllers should be really weird.
Imagine how many
$50 for a wireless Nintendo 64 controller.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, but also, what if we got 4 of those and eventually Mario Party 3 comes to Nintendo Switch
Holy
Online?
Shit. What if they... No, they wouldn't, because they would probably see it as competition to the actual Mario parties, unfortunately. But if they did, that would be big, big stuff.
But they have Mario Kart 64. They have They have Super Mario 64, even though people just paid for that.
Yeah, that's true.
I paid for that.
I mean, so did I. But I
Like,
mostly paid for Galaxy, to be fair.
Same, and I still haven't played. There are too many video games, and I don't have enough time.
It's a common problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they came out with Mario Party 3 or 2 or 1, that would be
Sorry.
fucking incredible.
That would be incredible. Sorry about that time that I exploded you, Jordan.
that's fine. I'm sure
It's
I've
the
knocked
first
you guys
time
in
I've
the air
done that
more
in
than
20
that.
minutes, and it was a bad time to do it.
It was a very like it's fine. It was made much more annoying by the fact that I was in the middle of my big attack.
Correct. That's why I'm apologizing.
Really? It blasted you out of your wirebug attack, or
Yeah. Yep.
holy crap.
If you weren't in the middle of that, I would not apologize.
Yeah. No. I obviously like it's Monster Hunter. You knock each other around sometimes, but I appreciate the apology. It's not a big deal. But I'm disappointed in more the situation than in you.
Ow.
And
Fucking
yeah, when does
sky
the
uppercut.
hitbox stop on that thing?
The
When-
blast. You mean?
I don't know.
don't-
Sometimes it's hard to tell with this guy like what is an attack and what is just a movement.
Yeah.
Sequel to Najarala.
Yeah. He is very Najarala.
Yeah, true.
Bring back Najarala.
Najarala for Sunbreak, please.
I'd hope so. I think
There's
they
a lot
said
of
they're adding like 4 maps for Sunbreak, so they could easily add like a jungle-esque. Well, I guess they already have the flooded forest, but that's
Yeah. There's
I guess Najarala could be there.
Najarala could honestly be here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very tropical looking though.
I mean, it is very
That's definitely true.
like rainforesty, but I was about to say something and then I totally forgot. Oh,
Yeah,
I was about to say that like I have a lot of affection for like the kind of mid-game Monster Hunter 4 monsters.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You mean, like-
they're all really cool, and they're all at like this nice sweet spot of like they're decently tough, but like once you get the hang of them, you can pretty much like go through them really easy.
Like Celtis Queen,
Celtis Queen,
Samtrios.
Xantrios, the Nursilla,
Yeah,
Najarala.
Nursela's a great one.
where they're all like fun fights and they're engaging enough without necessarily feeling like you're like definitely going to die.
An incredible list of monsters that should all be in Sunbreak.
I mean, I agree.
Every monster
I mean,
that I've
considering-
ever hunted should be in Sunbreak.
Like, I don't know how many new monsters they add, but honestly, if they add like 4 new monsters and 20 returning monsters, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, 2 Elder Dragons or something.
There's a bunch of Elder Dragons already in it. I mean,
In what?
Yeah.
I mean like two new Elder Dragons
Oh, sure.
is usually what they go for.
Also, Devil Joe is in this game, which is wild.
Yeah, that's a weird
Yeah.
one.
Like, I don't even like him, but kind of surprised that he's not here.
Wow, carved my 18,000th Almudron plate. We'll never get an orb, though.
I just picked up an orb off the ground.
Fuck you! That's like the second time you've done that.
No,
Hey.
I got one through the box last time.
Last time we did this quest, I think I got like 2 Almudron orbs and a Magnamalo orb or something.
I need those exactly.
You have had pretty bad luck with this round of stuff. Which is
But I wonder
hey,
if-
that's Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
It is. This quest might have improved odds. I don't really know though. Kiranico will never tell us ever again because it got corporatized.
Got bad.
Like it literally looks like it's like a Capcom website now or something. It doesn't look like some spreadsheet a bunch of dudes made that's like
Right.
super useful. Guess we're going this way.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's not to say. Like,
Well, because it
Startle?
was an area
It
one.
was. Okay.
all right.
I'm like, because I was also autopiloting this way and I didn't know if it was for a reason or because I'm dumb. Or both.
Oh, this good.
You know what I haven't done in a while? Kick a lizard.
Should kick more lizards.
Just in day-to-day life.
Kicking.
Ooh. Ooh. Kicking.
I got some harvesters.
Oh yeah, I need Jagras scales. Hello, Jagras. Die by my hand.
Hell yeah.
No, don't run away because of the fucking Magnum Aloe. I got my eye on you. You two don't go anywhere. Oh, okay. That's not what I needed.
It is what you deserve.
Oh.
You try to kill these beautiful creatures.
Huh. I do kind of have
Okay,
a lot
look
of...
at someone else, you fucking fat bastard.
My fat phaseman. My fat frogman.
He looked at me.
Stone phaseman. He did indeed.
Fat bastard. That's my favorite character from Austin Powers.
Wow.
Two?
Took you a while on that one, huh?
Austin,
Yeah.
is that in Austin Powers 2?
Yeah, that's in
I
Austin
think so.
Powers too.
My foot.
A movie
Shockingly
that is-
played by Michael Myers.
What?
Yeah.
Mike Myers.
And he's a
Mikey?
giant fat Scotsman. He's honestly like, he gives us like
Go on.
screen at the beginning that's pretty funny, and then the character is alternatively funny and not funny throughout the rest of the film.
There's
That seems about right.
in Goldmember is like Dutch or whatever, right?
Yes.
There is like an entire Northern Lion episode where he plays Binding of Isaac, and the only thing he talks about basically is how that character is introduced as he comes out and says, "I'm from Holland, isn't that weird?" And it's just like 40 minutes of Northern Lion being like, "It's not weird."
I remember that episode. It's a good episode, and yeah, like that's a movie where I think everyone thinks that it kind of broke down.
That's all
As
I'm
it
saying.
went, or
Was that Chris or Tim or both?
Tim first.
like broke down as it went on, or
Like I think people really like the first movie, and I think
Right.
people generally still like the second movie, even if it's just like, it's okay. It's not.
it's kind of more of the same, but
Yeah, it's
getting
fine.
old.
Yeah, and that's my opinion of it as well. Where it's like it's a good enough movie, but it's definitely like the kind of more of the same. And
Mhm.
but then the third one is, I think, where most people are like, this isn't that good.
I forgot there was a third one. Which one is that?
Goldmember,
Oh, Goldmember is the third one. What's the second one? The Spy Who Shagged Me?
The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Is that... Okay.
Because the first one is International Man of
Are
Mystery.
you... What's he
What?
doing?
Oh,
Kind of licking his blade.
Yeah, he was just like
I'll look
grooming
Sat
himself.
fully down.
I'll lick your fucking blade.
Better.
Alright.
My ice blade JJ.
Stink mink. I didn't do it. Stink mink. It's gone. I
So,
missed.
I mean, not that any of us have... What are you talking about? Oh, stink mink. What does it do? I don't remember.
That's
Is it,
what I
like,
was gonna
done?
say.
I've never known what stink... He's got a purple thing on him.
Well, he always has a purple thing on him. It's a Magnum Malo, Tim.
No, I'm sorry. Like, under his icon. Doesn't that mean,
oh,
like,
it
someone's
does.
riding him? Or
No, I don't know what that one means.
stink?
Mink?
Mink? It's going away! No! What did it mean?
The brewer slipped away.
Oh yeah, so I heard that the Boba Fett show ended, and it was literally just like a season ending of The Mandalorian. Like the last 3 episodes of that show were apparently just episodes of The Mandalorian.
I'll watch that show
Cool.
eventually. I just don't.
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna
I
watch
will.
that show. No. I feel no need to watch a show about Boba Fett.
I mean, I also.
that's the thing,
The
it's
thing is, if
not.
it's not about Boba Fett, then
Yeah, like apparently the last episode, like the shit. I was reading like a review of it just because I am like enthralled by the fact that they did this, but apparently like Boba Fett doesn't even like finish off the bad guy. It's like all the Mandalorian.
Of course.
Like Boba Fett like actually has nothing to do in his own show.
Just like his original character.
Yeah,
I mean, but it wasn't his own show at that point.
I may eventually watch the Mandalorian, or like the season and a half I haven't watched, but I don't know. I'm always kind of, I'm sure I've expressed this opinion. I'm always kind of bummed that it's like they, like the one part of Star Wars I really don't like is the thing that caught on with everyone else.
Which is what?
Mandalorians.
Oh, generally.
Yeah, I just don't like Mandalorians. I'm not a huge fan of like the warrior culture like thing that pops up a lot, where it's like,
yeah,
like they're Spartans. A proud warrior culture. Yeah, Spartans. Like I'm not a fan of that in like fiction generally.
I think it's weird because the tiny bit of Mandalorian that I have gotten so far in Clone Wars that I've been slowly been watching still, like they're fuck off. They're like they're kind of like not super warrior culture. They're just like some guys.
No, it's like that one is kind of interesting, like the Clone Wars, because part of the struggle with that one is that they're trying to be less warrior culture.
Yeah, exactly, and that's way more interesting.
Yeah, and those are the characters that were in like one episode of The Mandalorian, right?
Well, the characters that were in The Mandalorian are the extremists who eventually take over the government and make it more warlike again, because that's the struggle. Really? Is like there's a struggle between like the conservative warlike elements and the less conservative, we should stop being so warlike elements.
I see.
And it's interesting because it's like talks a lot about sovereignty and like determination, and I don't know. Like it as I understand, handles it all pretty well for like a kid's show. But I'm just like, I've read a lot of like the old stuff where like the Mandalorians have always just been a stand-in of like, we need someone for everyone to fight. Have like an invasion, have a Mandalorian invasion.
Yeah, that's less
cool. The clones before the clones.
Yeah, they're just kind of the generic enemy for a lot of like Star Wars fiction set in like the Old Republic era, which is a lot of what I consumed.
I do like the Old Republic stuff though, where it's like, okay, the thing that's cool about Mandalorians is like they are the only like group of trained fighters who can go hand to hand with Jedis. Like that as a conceit is interesting. Before they just like, let everyone be able to go hand to hand with Jedi.
Yeah. They never really know what they want to do with Jedi. If they want them to be like these like extremely good, like tough warrior monks, or if they're just like dudes who are kinda okay at fighting.
Yeah.
Just like barely getting by.
The entire problem with Star Wars is they don't really know what they're doing with Jedi.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to think that their hubris is the reason for the fall of the Old Republic, or are we supposed to think, wow, they really are killing all those clones real nice?
Yeah. And there's elements of like how good are they? Like, are they... Because it would be like, is a machine gun enough to take down a Jedi? And in some fiction, that's like, of course. Like, they can't like take on a machine gun. In some fiction, it's like, no way, man. You need at least a starfighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
this is definitely more like stupid nerd like annoyance
like
than anything else.
Level shit.
Yeah, which obviously like doesn't really matter, but like I enjoy Star Wars partly because of the stupid shit, and I think it's reasonable to want some consistency from one thing to the next.
I mean, yeah, but even in like the movies, like with the entire Order 66 scene, it's like, oh, that killed him? Oh.
Yeah.
I guess Ki-Adi-Mundi just wanted to stop deflecting lasers. And I guess that Twi'lek or whatever just like didn't have any force sense at all.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like we're obviously like kind of the point of that was that their vision was like clouded or whatever. But like like if you're able to block like a laser bullet, like you need at least like a spider sense, and those guys didn't even have a spider sense.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, Anakin, obviously his midi-chlorians are off the scale, but, like, is literally shown to have a spider sense, and so is Obi-Wan. So, like...
Yeah, I've always run the impression...
disturbance,
I've always run the impression that, like, the Jedi had at least a spider sense, and then a lot of the time they just don't have a spider sense.
Right.
Because gotta kill him somehow. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, it's
I think part of the appeal to Clone Wars is also trying to, like, explain how the clones are able to do that.
Yeah.
Because the problem with the prequels is they explain everything except the things that need to be explained.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a part of it.
They're very wordy. That's for sure, but the words aren't saying much.
Oh no, we're doing it again. We're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing this.
We do.
Did you guys see that The Last Jedi had another Twitter moment?
Oh no.
Oh my god, did it?
Why?
Yeah, like, I think this was like a week ago now, or a couple days. But it's just, I don't understand why people feel the need to continue to talk about that movie.
At this point, yeah, it's like irrelevant to even think it was bad. Like, if you thought it's bad now, it wasn't as bad as the Rise of Skywalker, so, like, why is it even worth talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just like, there's just these weird rounds of people where they feel the need to talk past each other about The Last Jedi, and it's just like, guys, everyone knows where we stand on this. We can just move on.
Can we just shut the fuck up and get excited for Knives Out 2, please?
Yes.
Can we just shut the fuck about any one thing?
Can any one single person...
But yeah, Knives Out 2.
Yeah, that's exciting.
That.
Yeah, I saw
because as it turns out, Rian Johnson,
good director.
Yeah, good at this whole movie thing.
Also, he seems to, like, somehow he was not driven off of Twitter by fucking Star Wars fans, and he just seems to have a good time being on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris. Yeah, I know. I remember he has, like, thanked Star Wars fans multiple times on Twitter. I'm like, dude, they don't deserve it.
As a
Not
Star
a single
Wars
one
fan.
of them deserve it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited for Knives Out 2. I'm anxiously awaiting a voice clip of Daniel Craig.
Yes, yeah, I'm.
Oh yeah.
So curious for that first trailer to reveal.
Yeah, does he do it? Is it? Or are they gonna chicken out?
Wow, it hasn't happened in a really long time, but like my item box is totally full.
Same.
So
yeah, mine is also full.
Very weird.
I guess I gathered too much stuff on the way.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's interesting how Star Wars has like become distilled now. I mean, like obviously in a lot of ways, but it's like this. I'm finally starting to notice it getting distilled musically because like the guy who did the music for the Boba Fett show was just like Ludwig Göransson's assistant. I'm like, wow, that's a pretty awesome
I got an Almudron orb. I only need one more.
Oh my god.
Because I have both a weapon and the armor.
I got a purple Magna orb, so that's cool.
I also got a purple Magna orb.
Nice.
Wow. I did not get any orbs this time. I'll take it though.
And I already made the Magna Marlow armor, so that's just going to be a nice weapon.
But yeah, like I can't imagine just getting a backdoor into Star Wars now, but that's like where we're at this point. It's like, I have worked with Ludwig Göransson before, and he is tied up for, he's doing another gig, and he's like,
he's in demand right now.
Yeah, and some literal guy who just worked in his studio and has never worked on anything else was just handed like a primetime Disney Star Wars show.
That's fucked up.
It's bonkers to me, but good for him, I guess. Whatever. But it's just weird for it to be one dude for 30 years and everyone trying to emulate that dude.
Yeah.
And now there's like too many television shows to even bother at this point.
Yeah.